he learns about Levy. Oh man, I can't believe he didn't know this ministry, so we'll learn it nice and slow.
Take your seat, take your seat.
It's the Real Danny Show.
Good afternoon, church. Good afternoon, church.
Good afternoon.
It's me, the Real Danny, here for another episode of Danny Learns About Levy. And you may be wondering why I have this beautiful orange hat on. I might have to take that off. Hold on, let me take it off. Oh, that's much better. Well, so I am an owl. Yeah, y'all don't know what that means? Oh, so we are here to learn today about Camp Craw. Now, some of you, fake Danny, might not know how to pronounce it, but it's Camp Craw, not Camp Chara. Camp Craw is held at Camp Cottle. We have a Camp Cottle flag here. And I'm an owl, so I'm orange. So you see all this orange stuff. But to learn more about Camp Craw, we're going to send it out to our roving reporter, Paxton, to learn more. See you in a minute.
With Jonathan, the summer's youth minister, to talk about all the boring things we couldn't find anybody else to talk about. So, Jonathan, who puts on Camp Craw?
Well, it's a team of people. I'm one of them. We meet throughout the year. Marlon, Sierra, Rachel, Jesse, Caroline, Kale, Tyler. We are the ones that generally meet. We all work at the different churches, so.
All right, where is Camp Craw?
Camp Craw is at Camp Cottle, which is outside of Hector, Arkansas, which is outside of Russellville, Arkansas, which means it's kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Ah, and who gets to go to Camp Craw?
Anybody going into third grade all the way to going into college is allowed to be a camper. And anyone older than that can come and help work and be a counselor and, or a bunch of other jobs.
All right, thank you, Jonathan.
Yes, sir.
We're here with Jesse, the youth minister for Levy at Camp Craw. So, Jesse, what is that blue octopus thing on your shirt?
This is the Orc Kraken, the Order Cracker. This was from last year. Two mascots fused, because every year the Orcas won, and last year our theme was epic, and so we kind of picked mythical monsters and kind of fused them together. So that's what that is.
So you talk about the orcas. What does that mean?
So it's like a team that you join. There's one of 4 teams. The other ones being kangaroos, owls, or the crocodiles, and you join a team. You join it for life when you come to camp. So that's like super cool. Of like when you're a 3rd grader, you join the orcas, and when you're a 12th grader, you're still on the orcas, fighting for them every year, year in, year out. Become real close to your team. Super cool.
Got it. So is anything important happening tonight? This is the first night of camp.
Yeah, the first night of camp. So we're going to be doing like a little kind of join the team ceremony. So there's 30 kids here that don't have a team, and so they're going to get to go and join a team for their first time. So that's a whole lot of fun too. So they're going to find out which team, and if they're cool, they're going to be on an orca, but
or owl,
or a kangaroo. You just never know what they could be. But that's what's happening tonight. They're going to be joining those teams, having some fun with their team.
All right, thank you, Jesse.
No problem.
Jay, what's your favorite part about being a counselor at Camp Craw?
I think it's one of 3 things, Mr. Paxton. I think it's 1, this cool whistle right here, get to blow it, man, it's really, really OP with the whistle. 2, Gaga ball. I'm just too good, superior in Gaga ball, getting the campers out. But 3, I think just like seeing the kids grow spiritually, man, like that's definitely a big one, man. Like seeing you guys start singing, man, like wanting to stand up, knowing that you're gonna stand up when we start singing. But just definitely when it goes closer to like the last night of worship, like you just know someone's life is gonna be changed forever. So I think that's a big one for me. So.
All right, thank you, Jay.
No problem.
Dalton, what is it like to be an intern at Camp Craw?
Well, it's pretty hot. There's a lot of bees, but it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun, I'd say that.
What church was it?
So what sort of jobs does a counselor do?
Well, telling kids what to do, looking after kids, swatting bees, getting food, bringing food to kids.
Aw. All right, thank you, Dalton. Here
Thank
with
you.
Tyler to talk about bedding. So Tyler, what does the bedding arrangement look like at Camp Craw?
Well, it's a little bit different for everybody. Some people bring bed sheets and blankets and like 3 pillows. Other people just kind of fly with like 1 sleeping bag, and that's how they roll. So it really just kind of depends, Paxton, on what your comfort level is. Like, you trying to bring your whole bed, or you just trying to rough it for a week with a sleeping bag. That's kind of how it looks.
All right, and how many kids are in a cabin?
It kind of depends on the cabin. Like, I've got 16 boys in my cabin. There's 16 in another. I think one other one has like 8 or 9. So we kind of vary on the numbers there.
All right, thank you, Tyler.
You are so
So
welcome.
our first question for you is, where is that fake Danny that you take along with you?
That fake Danny claims that he is in Lithuania. Now, whether that's true or not, how would I know? But that's the story that I get.
So, what do you like about being a counselor at Camp Craw?
The cooperation of the kids, because everyone is so cooperative, they always do what you ask them to do the first time that you ask them to do it with no complaints whatsoever. It's just fantastic.
All right, thank you, Cecil. Hey, Marlon.
Hey.
How was the talent show last night?
Oh, the talent show was really fun. We had a lot of talented kids. They were kind of distracted because, like, Big Money Mark, I think his name is, he was, like, counting his money, throwing his money in the air, distracting the kids and stuff like that, giving out $100 bills, blowing it with his nose. I don't know. He was distracting everyone. But it was a really good talent show.
Oh, I also wanted to ask about the songs. What kind of songs do you sing here? And is there a special time for songs?
So usually right after breakfast, we do like a silly song, then we do hymn time. So we learn a bunch of songs. We learned a song this year called Get Up, and everybody loves it. We sing Days of Elijah, Shout Hallelujah, Greatest Commands. So it's just like a mix of songs that we all know and love, but Get Up is the new song that we learned, and everybody loved it. It was really fun.
All right, thank you, Marlon.
Oh, no problem.
We're here with Jesse, the youth minister for
Here's your
Levy.
boy.
All right, Jesse, what can you tell us about the points for the teams?
The points for the teams. This is the closest year we've ever had in a point spread before going into the great race. So that meant the great race was for all the marbles, literally. So that was just really cool and exciting that each team was such competitors all week long that they were able to like stay so close. So this made the great race a whole lot of fun and, worth a whole lot for each team. So that's really cool.
All right, so what is the great race?
So it's the end of the week. It is a race that is great. Typically, it's station to station to station. This year, because of the fear of the rain and all the things we're working with, we kind of had to do a rotating system where they scored points and they all added up. So there was 4 different stations. Everybody has to participate on your team. Everybody gets involved, puts a hand in it to compete, to put on for the team. So that's kind of the great race, and it's kind of worth the most amount of points from anything all week long. So that's really cool too.
All right, is there any special prize for winning the great race and all of the points?
Pride till next year. You want to win because you want to say the Owls brought home the W or the Orcas brought home the W, because it's an entire year till you get another chance to win. So it's a lot of pride on the line for that, for sure. You want those bragging rights.
All right, thank you, Jesse.
No problem.
Hi, Tucker. Hey. So your shirt, it says the wisdom and has an owl on it. What does that mean?
It means I'm on the Owls team.
So what does it mean to be on each team? What qualities do they have?
So the Owls, if you've ever read Harry Potter, are kind of like Ravenclaw. The Orcas are kind of like Gryffindor. The Kangas are kind of like Hufflepuff, and the Crocs are kind of like Slytherin. But if you haven't read that, the Crocs are kind of like sneaky and deceitful. The Orcas are brave and competitive. The Owls are smart and wise, and then the Kangas are kind and sweet. And I think my favorite part about camp is just getting to come here and learn about God and do it with friends.
All right, thank you, Tucker. We're here inside of the Owl headquarters to interview Riley. So, Riley, what is your favorite thing about camp?
I like to hang out with my friends, go swimming, and the great race.
All right, thank you, Riley. What has been your favorite part of camp this year?
Probably just getting to like hang out and have fun all day.
Getting to hang out with your friends. All right, thank you, Will. We're here with Big Money Mark to see how the talent show went tonight. Big Money Mark, how do you think the talent show went? Big Money Mark?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Big Money Mark thinks the talent show were really good. I was kind of distracted because I was like counting these $100 bills because I am a millionaire and I have to make sure that I have all my money in my bank account. So I take it out, count it, and put it back in the bank account. But I do think the talent show was really good, though.
All right, and the real Danny has a favor to ask of you.
Oh, yes?
Since he's not here to throw something, can you throw some of your $100 bills
for
him?
Yeah. Let me see. You know what? That's fine.
Wow, Paxton did such a great job with those interviews. So hopefully you'll learn more about Camp Craw. Next year, maybe you can help us out. If you're an adult, you can volunteer. If you're a kid, come to Camp Craw next summer. Encourage those kids, the ones that were there, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
What's been your favorite part of camp this year?
Camp.
All right.
Danny, he learns about Levy. Oh man, I can't believe he didn't know this.